Good morning, everyone. Bill and Carrie with KB Tricks.
Good morning.
Where are we at, hon? What are we doing?
We are on our final day of our Branson vacation, and we have one last visit to Silver Dollar City.
We're only going to be here for about a half day, and here's an opportunity to get those few things that we haven't seen yet that we've been wanting to. Heading on in past the big old sign. Great photo opportunity. They do have people taking photos if you want. You can buy a pass. And welcome to the city. Entrance this way. I'm not pointing out this before, but this is an interesting clock that's powered by a windmill, and it's supposed to be today's date and 1883, because we're going over 100 years in the past to experience late 1800s style Missouri. We're gonna make a quick stop after going through the turnstile. Carrie needs a coffee. Oh, it smells fan-freaking-tastic in here. We might have to get ourselves a little treat too. But of course, Carrie needs coffee because she's been dealing with me for a week.
And it's really just you.
Check out those cinnamon rolls straight out of the oven. They look beautiful. They haven't even put the icing on yet. Here are some of the treats you can get. They got some whoopie pies or cream-filled sandwiches and bread pudding. Here's some more of the breakfast items and dessert items. Got some cinnamon rolls, got rolls with nuts. Looks like apple turnovers and some classic chocolate chip cookies and sugar cookies. Pretzels. Okay, what we get, hon?
I got an iced mocha.
Okay, and how much was this?
That was $5.50.
$5.50, and we got ourselves
We got a classic cinnamon roll without raisins.
Boy, this is $6. So I'm having this. You can have your coffee.
Okay.
What do you think of everything so far?
Cinnamon roll, good. Coffee, lifesaver this morning.
Okay. Well, this is very good. Like, everything just blends well together. I think it's a good amount of cinnamon, good amount of frosting. Not too much frosting. Some of those cinnamon rolls can be just drowning in frosting, and you kind of forget what the taste of the cinnamon roll is. We got a past photographer in front of the tree made out of pumpkin and gourds. We're gonna get a photo from that. Here's a line for Miss Molly's Mill Restaurant for breakfast. It's a little bit shorter, more manageable than it was yesterday, but they open up about a half hour before the park opens. We're gonna try to rope drop the Time Traveler roller coaster. It was like 75-minute waits all day yesterday. They're only going to let us go for so far, it looks like. Kind of walk past the blacksmith shop. You can actually hear the blacksmith doing some work for a demo. There's a blacksmith doing a demonstration. The bridge up here seems to be as far as they'll let us go before the official park opens. The park doesn't open until 9:30 today. It's about 10 or a quarter after now. You could hear them do the opening ceremonies from Town Square area, and they should be letting us in any moment here. Here we go. And they just dropped the rope. And here we go in the Time Traveler with basically everybody else. Some people are splitting off to go to Thunderation. And on the way in, this is where you can check the seating for Time Traveler. One thing's for sure about Chevrolet City, they have steps everywhere. Going around all the queues. And here we go for more steps. We gotta go back up to the second floor. That's more queue area. So on the second floor, we still gotta go up to the third floor to get on. How was that for a morning brisk walk?
Wasn't too bad, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made up to the front, basically the next level. There's not much for waiting area. They're kind of count off groups here. Ooh, all the clocks and clockwork and machine. Right now, the line, when we got in, we were about over here. And now it's kind of over behind this thing. According to the app, it's about a half-hour wait. And they split us off and told us what number to stand on for what seat position we're going to be in. Kind of neat, like the way how they did it so they look like they're clocked. So that's 3 and that's 5. And then looking down to the second level for the queue. Here we go. We're in position number 7. Wait for our train. I like it's kind of cool up here with all the clockwork.
A few moments later.
I like how the music playing is time after time.
But it's a country time after time.
But still, the ride, time travel. What do you think of Time Traveler?
That one is a lot of fun.
I can see why the wait gets so long for this one.
It's very unique, but it's It is a lot of fun.
How it spins you.
Yeah, it spins you, you go upside down, you don't quite know where you are.
Yeah, you lose your bearings pretty easily. A lot of fun.
Yes.
Up next, we're going to go check out the glass blow factory where they're going to do demonstrations on glass blowing. Where else in Silver Dollar City can you go ride a roller coaster and not 5 minutes later go to a glass blowing demonstration?
2 color furnaces and a color furnace. You know, that's a bit unusual. Being here at Silver Dollar City, being that we're a little bit of a unique shop, we have that.
There's the glass blowing artist working on something, and so they go back and forth between the burners to get the glass warm, and then they shape it. Right now the artist is blowing through the tube there to get air inside to make the glass round. Then it goes back into the fire pit to heat back up again.
Out of control rather quick.
And they're gonna go shape it some more. Now she's gonna put it into a different heater. So these are different temperatures, so they get different effects.
Pumpkin. It's gonna be nice, evenly textured.
You can see the shape starting to form. It's not as circular.
And that's what that mold's purpose is for creating texture. When that glass is flowing down into that mold, it's gonna meet those metal fins. Those fins are going to cool and restrain that glass ever so slightly everywhere that the mold is not touching that glass. So here's the thing, there's no side on that mold. So if Cat overblows that, luckily Cat was there to save me. Thanks, Cat. So, speaking of Cat.
Now you can really start to see the shape form. They're making this into a pumpkin. It was very, circular, and now it's getting that shape, and it looks like it's got the lines that a gourd would have. You see it like a darker with that flamethrower.
So I was waiting for that move right there where Cat is creating that indentation. She's going to put that in when there's a little bit of heat, a little bit of flexibility, but there's also structure existing in that glass. So that allows a little bit of time for that glass to set up as I'm sculpting this glass.
On the wall here, there are some of the tools that they use to make the glass into shapes. How's that glass blowing?
So cool.
Yeah, isn't it?
I wish we had a place to put those pumpkins in our house, because I would totally buy one in a second.
Yeah.
They're so cool.
And as I said, how many places can you go ride a roller coaster, not 5 minutes later you're learning about glass blowing?
Right.
And it's like here in the state fair, kind of like.
Yeah.
And here's what one of the final products look for the pumpkin that they're making. And it was really cool to see some of the process. So like this pumpkin in particular is $80, 80. We're gonna go into the candy factory next to see if they're doing any demonstrations on how they make anything. A little early for the next demonstration, but they're getting it ready. So they're gonna use these big pots to heat up and cook things in. And then they put them on these tablets to cool things off. As a friend of mine would say, whenever I come down here, my southern showing. Yes, I'm originally from St. Louis, and my accent comes out more when I'm talking.
Everyone keeps telling me I have an accent down here.
Well, you do have an accent.
No,
You got a northern accent.
I sound like a normal person.
You have a northern accent.
I do not have a northern accent.
I pick up the southern draw too quickly. Oh, again, here are things that they might even make here in the store, up for sale. Peanut brittle, fudge, all kinds of clusters, chocolate. We're kind of making our way up toward the main area, town square entrance area. Gonna go check out some of these shops where they have demos. Got some gigantic wind chimes over at the blacksmith shop. Get yourself some iron-made door handles. What was that?
I love the sound it makes. Like, it's so pure, you know.
Again, you can kind of see some of the lights that they're starting to set up for the holidays, for Christmas and all that. That's going to start after Halloween. Give us a comment. Do you want to see Carrie and I come back here during the holidays sometime? Would
And
you?
by sometime, you know, like in a couple of months, I can always go on another vacation.
Well, I was thinking maybe next winter, like in a
I
year.
like this winter.
So we're here during this fall harvest fest. So some of these vendors aren't here all year long. Not sure what this guy is doing.
Making a barrel.
He's making a barrel? Okay, he's making barrels, yes. So he's stretching out the ring to fit over the barrel. This area, this is to the left as you come out of the hospitality house into the park. This is old school look for the buildings. This is the church. Right now they have a church sing-along. Let me just poke my head in here just for a second so you can see what that's about. Going to see what's over in the next building over. Looks like there's a group of people listening. At one point, I think this was the Woven Baskets building, but that hasn't been there for a very long time. Oh, I think this is the mayor of Solar City speaking. All right, they just have some people playing some music, and people just gathered to listen. We got some demonstration here. They're using the horse here. To help with the help turning this contraption that they're putting these reeds through. You can see how it's taking the reeds and they're crushing them up. So what are they doing here on?
They're making sorghum.
What's that?
It's like a syrup. I mean, it's similar. It's made out of cane grass.
Okay, so that's what this is that they're feeding in, is cane
Yep.
grass. They're using the horse to squeeze the syrup, so to speak, out of the cane.
Yep,
And then they use that to make the syrup.
exactly.
Okay. Next thing over, the gentleman is using an axe to flatten two sides of logs, possibly for construction, to build like log cabins. So there's the beginning. I think that might be red pine. And then he's doing the process, and then here's the results. Up next is Nellie's Homestead Apple Butter. And I got all kinds of jelly and jams and apple butter in here. Homemade recipes. And looks like they jarred and canned a bunch of things too. Blueberry pie filling, cherry pie filling. Coming out of the apple butter place, next to it is an old engine. They use this as a power locomotive to help cut shingles, is what the guy just said. So the horsepower from this tractor has a band that will move the piece of machinery that the guy's going to use as a saw. And then down the hill back here are a couple buildings. Some of them look like we can explore. This looks like a stage down here for some performers. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check out the bride's cabin. It's off to the left going down the hill. I totally misread the sign. Birtle's cabin, not bride. Birtle. Dyslexia. Walking on in. This cabin was donated to Silver City, and kind of shows what this cabin looked like in the 1800s. Very few things that were of any luxuries. Just kind of a couple beds and a stove. Gonna go past this little stage and make our way to the next building. It's kind of back on the hill. This looks like it might be a little goat feeding thing. Hello. Howdy. Nope, you don't want anything to do with that. Okay. Let's watch as Carrie gets attacked. Someone's excited. Got a quarter with some pellets, and we already got customers. Let me take your wallet.
You need to weigh it. You need to weigh it.
Being greedy.
Okay, I got a handful for each. Hi.
Oh,
Was it Nami?
Olivia.
Okay.
Is this your wallet?
Oh, it is. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. That's a full-time job right there.
Yeah. Okay, one more feeding. Half and half. Hi. Oh, you've got more people coming to see you now. Yeah.
They're cute. Going around to the next building, and it looks like they got a little pony here that they won't let us in there right now, but looks like you might be able to feed him or pet him. And then behind us, this looks like a storage barn or something. Have not gone in there. Don't know if we will. These are dogwood trees, which of course, that's where you get your dog from. They grow on those trees. That it says right there, it's dogwood.
Yeah, dogwood and dogs are two completely different things.
Okay, oh, that's right. Everyone knows dogs comes from eggs. Here's our school. Get some learning. We're gonna make our way back across to the candy shop because they hadn't started the demonstration yet. So we're just burning time until then. Here we are back at the candy store. And they're getting ready to make some peanut brittle. They've actually already started cooking it. And they're gonna spread it out. There it goes.
Peanut brittle. Like oil to encourage us. Yum, yummy.
Yum, yum. Now they're trying to spread it out. They're gonna knead a little bit, try to cool it down so that they can form it. We're gonna fold it.
18 pounds, a little bit harder to work with. But I think we're out at the moment. We also make hard candy, pillows, and sticks. We can do about 8 to 10 batches a day.
Make 8 to 10 batches of peanut brittle a day, and then make something like 18,000 pounds a year of candy in here
4 pounds of peanut butter.
that they sell in the shops. It seems like it could be a real arm workout.
In that pot over there, we start with 4 pounds of corn syrup, 8 pounds of sugar, and a pint of water. We're going to bring that to a boil. Add in 6 pounds of raw Spanish peanuts. Cook that for about 25 minutes till it's about 285 to 90. And then we're going to stir in 396 grains of salt, 2 handfuls of baking soda. Stir it up, pour it out, roll it out, stretch it, and there you have it, 18 pounds peanut butter.
And off to the side they have some samples if you want to try it. They don't want it to set yet. They're trying to stretch it out and temper it and all the stuff.
Yeah, the reason we stretch it is it cools it faster. It's easier for us to weigh and package. Easier for y'all to eat.
Okay.
Most important, quicker it closes quicker and you get a nice warm set.
So they're stretching it so that it's easier to cool, easier to cut up and weigh, easier to eat. All kinds of reasons why they try to stretch it. So they're trying to get it to cool down at the right speed for them to work with. This is fresh peanut brittle. They have a sample. So I can feel how warm it is in my hand. What do you think, hon?
It's really good when it's warm.
Carrie grabbed a pack of fudge here to show us something. What did they say?
So they were telling us during the demonstration, if it has this Home of American Craftsmanship label on it, that means it was made here in the candy shop.
Okay, we couldn't resist. We had to get some fudge.
Yep.
Because you need to get fudge at some attraction around.
And it's made there, so
There you go.
how cool is that?
Yep. We're gonna make our way down to Fire in the Hole for one more ride on that before they close that forever. We're gonna go down this path. That way is to the American Plunge and the Wildfire roller coaster. We're gonna make our way back this way. If you watch the other days, down here is a place where you can get a bunch of counter service fast food or fast service type food. Fire in the Hole. Got a good photo opportunity over here in the corner. Usually it's been about 10 minutes. It's a little bit longer than what we've had before. So I want to say maybe 20. There goes a train right past us and they all yelled, "Fire in the hole!" Some of the gravestones in the grave site. Old Flash, his life went sour carrying ladies down ladders where there were no fire. Poor old Perry. Bought the farm just last week. It burnt down yesterday. Ready for Fire in the Hole! They just announced that they've had 1,000 riders already today.
5 minutes later.
I tell you what, I like riding the hole before it was cool. Now it's all retro and everything. Okay. I'm gonna miss it.
You'll survive.
I'll miss it.
You'll survive.
I'll miss you. Yeah, coming out of Fire in the Hole, it's about 11:30, and this is that area I told you about where you can get some food. Starting to get longer lines for the counter services, but we're gonna make our way over to Wildfire roller coaster. Got a woodworker who does demonstrations over here. Got some cutting boards, baseball bats, that kind of thing. And we're going to go this way toward the American Plunge and Wildfire. This is the entrance to American Plunge and Wildfire. American Plunge we have not ridden on this trip, and we probably will not today, but I will put a link up at the top. When we were here in 2017, we did ride it, and I did, there it goes, and I did do a POV of the ride, so you can watch the link above. All right, here comes one. Here's a split, so get on the right side of the fence. We're gonna stick to the right for Wildfire. There we go, to Wildfire. I do like the signs out front. Kind of adds to it. And the entrance is this way. Again, out front they have a sample seat that you can get in to see if you fit. And then the story here is this was kind of came from an inventor who kept having all of his inventions not quite working right. This is supposed to be one of his inventions. So for this inventor, you got like diagrams of some of his ideas and blueprints around on the walls. It's supposed to be some sort of interactive thing. You can spin the dials, but I don't know what it does really. Here's what Wildfire looks like. Four in a row, shoulder straps, and a whole lot of fun coming up ahead with 3 loops, I think it was.
5 minutes later.
And if you have a photo pass of some sort, don't forget to get your photo. Kind of liking the look of this glass here. This is $7 City glass. It's got a couple of the dates of the attractions that have opened over the years. Some of these are now long gone, but it's just kind of interesting to see the dates of them. Like this water toboggan, that one is closed. I remember when they opened it up in '87, and the Flooded Mine was in '68, and that's still around. So yeah, just kind of like a little time capsule thing. That was fun. Wildfire in the Hole!
No, I don't think that's what it's called.
Maybe they should combine the two.
Maybe.
Wildfire in the Hole! We got ourselves about a half hour until we meet my folks. We're going to make kind of a scenic route around to get back to the top. So it's actually, the entrance is behind us. We're going to go down this way and come back around to see if there's any shops or something that we forgot to go poke our head into that we wanted to look at. Kind of make our way this way. And again, this is a great photo op if the train ever comes by. We're going to poke our head into the Cowboy Emporium. So we're kind of right next to that River Blaster ride for Tom and Huck. And here looks like a place for a bunch of individual vendors. They're selling anything from socks to knit things, things made from hides, brooms, paintings. This is the Dockside Theater. They have some live performances. The next one up is a comedy show at 1. We're going to keep going this way. This is the Rivertown Smokehouse where we had lunch yesterday. You can see that in our vlog from before. This is a kind of a newer ride to me. This is Mystic River Falls. We rode this yesterday and Carrie's still wet from it.
It's not that bad, but I was soaked. Like, I never fully dried until we got back to the hotel and changed yesterday. That's how wet I got on this ride. And we paid for the dryers.
Carrie wants to watch some people come down from the river ride. You can actually pay to get tokens, and then you can use these things to spray water. That one's out of service, but you can use these things to spray water to people who go by. Oh, there we go. Oh, now that's just darn cool. So on this ride, you can go up this elevator in your vehicle, and then it rolls around and will let you off. Quite the elevator system. There it goes. There goes the vehicle. Put them out on this thing that is going to go around a little half circle before coming down the ramp. There we go. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, he looks pretty bone dry, and he's just laughing away at her for getting soaked from that. We'll see how much they're going to laugh here in about a second. Let's see if someone's going to squirt them with water. Oh, aim's off a little. There we go. Oh, still missed him. Here's another one. Famous last words. She comes down the thing, she goes, "Oh, I'm not even wet," and then they just got a face full of water. This is certainly entertaining to watch. Oh! Just when you thought you were safe to come out of the water. Ah! Oh, face full of water. Nope, no one's gonna be merciful. If you want to spray someone, $1 will get you 2 tokens. A $5 bill will get you 12 tokens. Just have a tap or credit card reader available if you want to be maniacally evil. Oh, we got someone who's gonna be evil. Oh. There you go, he's going out of Cannon 4, which is right down here. Gotta wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. Oh no! Everyone thinks they're safe until they're not. Ow! Carrie's feeling especially evil today, so she bought herself a couple of tokens. She's gonna be Cannon 1, which is coming out of there, so she's gotta hit right about here when they think they're safe. Oh, it's all calm.
My name was
I gotta do it a little earlier.
Yep.
Carrie just got 2 tokens, so she's got 1 more.
Yep.
There they come. And hit it.
They got so lucky because my aim was off.
We're gonna make our way around the Fireman's Landing, kind of back toward the front, kind of taking the long way around. Under the shadow of this big structure here is the entrance to Foggy Hollow, the Pumpkin Plaza, where they have the pumpkin event. That doesn't open until 5:30. You can watch some of that on our other vlogs from when we were here. I still like these pumpkins that they have characters doing different things that you can see around Silver City, like glass blower, who's making a glass pumpkin, and a baker. Gonna continue to make our way. This is a pottery store. And this is the back side of the flooded mine. See, this area is pretty busy. It's around lunchtime, so quite a few lines for the different vendors where you can get some quick service type foods. So this is the Christmas shop ahead, so it's kind of behind me on the way toward that Fireman's Landing area we just were by. And this is the horse bridge that we queued up at to get for the rope drop for the time travel roller coaster. Really cool with all the pumpkins for the Pumpkin Fest, Harvest Fest. I have not talked about this bridge yet. So this bridge, it's kind of supposed to be haunted or whatnot. And so if you come over here and you listen, you can hear horses coming across the bridge without any horses being around. Ooh, creepy. I really feel like what I refer to as the salmon swimming upstream syndrome, where everyone's going the opposite direction. What we're trying to do, we're gonna head through the hospitality house. This is where the cave is, and some last minute souvenirs. One more cross through the Ozark Marketplace on our way back to the parking lot. Again, more souvenirs you can grab. Also, there's a lot of individual vendors that are in here. So you can get your Branson shirt, Silver Dollar City shirt. And we are going to go check our photo pass and link some photos before we hit the door. And the building here is also the portable charger station. Again, it is $25 to buy one and $1, I think, to exchange. And you got to press pennies. This one, actually, you don't need change. That has a swipe. It is $3 to get all three. All right, we're heading out of Silver Dollar City. We only had a half day here. We got to hit the road back to Minnesota.
Yep.
But did you have fun?
Vacation is over.
Wah, wah, on the road home.
Yes, I did have fun. Did you have fun?
Yes, I always have fun here at Silver Dollar City. And I look forward to coming back again, December? Next month? 2 months?
Sure.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, we want to thank you for joining us. We still got a little bit of a road trip to go, so please join us on that coming up. And we want to thank you for joining us. I'm Bill.
I'm Carrie.
You've been watching KB Trucks. Please do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Until then, good luck and have fun.
See ya.